Oh, Ma, what do you think? She's great, huh?
Oh.
Oh, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's caring and funny, and she loves me as much as I love her. Well, at least I hope that's the case. Or I'm going to be looking mighty stupid here in a couple hours. This ring has been burning a hole in my pocket for months. L is for when you look.
Oh, love, ring. Oh, no. This is not going to happen. I won't let this happen. This is not a part of the plan. I have to find a way to separate them. I can't, in love with that girl. Oh, no. This is not going to happen. I won't let this happen.
Ma, Dad's trying to bring out another bottle of...
What's wrong with him?
Ma.
He's going to have to figure out...
Ma, what are you doing?
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Ma, you doing okay?
Oh, dear, I'm fine, sweetie. I'm fine, really.
You're sure you're all right, Mom? Maybe you could come join the party for a bit.
Oh.
You know, sit with Dad for a couple minutes.
Oh, honey, really, I'm fine, sweetie. It's just, it's...
You're sure you're all right, Mom?
Oh, yes, dear. Would you go ask your father to go upstairs and get my drops for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Oh, is for the only one I see.
That boy has lost it. He is out of his mind. He is singing love songs about a girl with pink hair, and she has 10 piercings, and I know that I saw a tattoo peeking out from underneath the sleeve of her sweater. This is not going to do. This is not going to do. I got it. Sean! Shawnee! Oh.
Ma'am.
Oh, what's taking so long? Where's your father with those drops?
Ma, I was just heading upstairs to help him search for them when you yelled for me.
Oh, well, he can take care of that on his own, sweetheart. But did I hear you say that you have a ring burning a hole in your pocket?
Yes.
Well, let me take a look at it, silly.
Isn't it nice, Ma?
Oh, well, I'm sure I would agree with you if I could see it from all the way over here. Bring it here so I can take a look at it. Oh, well, this is nice, isn't it? You just picked it out all by yourself.
Well, I had a little bit of help, Ma.
Oh, no, I can't believe you picked it out all on your own. You usually need me with you for things like this, and you didn't even call this time.
I mean, Ma, I already had an idea.
Oh, well, even so, dear, it's very nice. It really... sweet Lord.
Where's the toolbox at, Ma?
Oh, dear, where's your father with my drops? Oh, Kendrew!
Ma, where does it hurt?
Oh, it just hurts all over, sweetie. Oh, Kendrew, where are my drops?
Ma, listen, I'm sure Dad can't hear you over the noise of the party. Listen, I gotta figure out where the toolbox is at. I'll figure out where your medicine here is.
Oh, dear, you're such a sweetheart, Shawnee, but I believe the toolbox is in the shed, and it's too cold and dark out there to be getting it now. I think the weatherman mentioned several feet of snow.
Ma, just
my
rest
head.
here, okay?
Oh.
You know, you've been battling this illness for a long time now, Ma, haven't you?
Oh, yes, dear.
It's been 20 years, right? I'm so sorry you have to go through this, Ma. Oh, I got it. Maybe Dad or one of the twins knows where the toolbox is at.
I told you, you can't go for the toolbox right now. Ow! Ow!
All right,
Ow!
I'll figure out what's keeping Dad.
Oh. What has gotten into him? I've never had to correct his mistakes on such short notice before. Quite frankly, it's given me a headache. Wait, why am I complaining? The headache only helps to sell it, but I need to figure out a way to get him away from her for long enough.
Mrs. Soloflin, are you okay?
Oh.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine, dear. I'm fine, really. Why aren't you in there in the party with all those nice single people mingling and whatnot?
Well, Shawnee said you weren't feeling well, so I thought I'd come in here and see if you needed me to do anything. Do you need me to,
Oh, I don't need you, dear. I mean, if I just sit right here, I'll be right as rain.
No, I just don't like it. Everyone in and out of the party and having such a good time, and you in the kitchen and not feeling well. I just don't like it at all. Tell you what, I'm a pretty good cook. I can help in here at least until you get your second plate.
You cook. That's so sweet of you, dear, but we're not making fried chicken or collard greens or anything like that.
Well, I do know my way around the kitchen. You made Irish stew. Was this with lamb, mutton, or
Beef. My boys just love it when I make Irish stew with beef.
Funny, Sean would never eat it when I made it with beef. That's why I switched to lamb. You know, it's more expensive, but he's worth it. Now every time I turn around, he's asking me to make Irish stew.
Wow. Ow, 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 ow.
Are you sure you're okay?
Oh,
No, I have some Tylenol if you need some.
oh, you do?
Yeah, in my purse.
Oh, where's your purse?
In the living room.
Oh, yes, I would love for you to go into the living room and get your purse.
Okay.
Ma, it seems that you're out of drops.
Oh.
I called Jim over at the pharmacy and he said he can get you a refill right away. Dad's on his way to go pick it up. Unfortunately, he let the toolboxes stand.
Oh,
but
drat.
he said he'd pick up a wrench at the hardware store on his way back. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while now anyway. What kind of medicine is that? I mean, it's drops. Who prescribes drops for an adult?
Well, you know, dear, I have a hard time swallowing pills, so the doctor
Wait, Ma,
gives
you're
me
telling
drops
me you
instead.
can't swallow.
Oh, I can get
got
that,
it, Ma.
sweetie.
Hello, Blotham residence. This is Sean. Oh, hi, Gracie.
Gracie.
Yeah, no. No, really?
Is that Grace?
Oh, no, I'm just in town for my
Did
birthday.
she get her invitation?
You know how my mother is, yeah.
Is she coming, Sean?
Oh, I'll
Is she
make sure
coming?
to tell her. Oh, thank you, Gracie.
Tell her I said hi.
All right, I'll see you then. All right, bye, Gracie.
Well,
Well, what, Ma?
you said I'll make sure I tell her. Tell me what?
It's not for you.
Oh, well, Grace Kirkpatrick. I've always liked that girl, and she always had a thing for you too, that's for sure. Don't you remember? When you were younger, she would come help me in the garden just so she could watch you play basketball.
Yeah, I remember.
Ooh, and I remember the time I caught you two kissing in the treehouse. Quite frankly, everyone in the neighborhood expected you to marry.
All
Why,
right,
when
Ma.
your engagement to that awful Sarah Flanagan ended, the whole neighborhood was abuzz about how great you and Gracie looked together. Quite frankly, her mother just called the other day
All right,
and
Ma,
said,
that's enough. Stop it, now.
"What's enough? Why are you talking to your mother in that tone?"
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Ma. You need to stop it, now.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Yes, you
sweetie.
do. Don't you think I realize what you've been doing here all night, Ma? The sly comments you've been making about Rachel is that she's too stupid to understand anything that you mean.
Oh,
Ma, she's not stupid at all. In fact, she's the most intelligent woman I've ever dated. She just loves me too much to punch my mother.
well, I never.
Come off it, Ma.
Sean, you're going to have to get over these things, dear. I am not partial to her, that's true. However, I do think that Grace Kirkpatrick would be a great example for you. After all, Sarah Flanagan was just
All right, Ma,
awful.
okay, I get it. I'm sorry that you don't like her. I'm sorry that I had to sit there and listen to everything you said about her. The colors in her hair, the shade in her lipstick.
Oh, Sean.
Ma, you did it in the typical Beatrice O'Loughlin fashion.
Oh,
Every offensive word chosen carefully, because you would never intentionally hurt someone else's feelings.
Sean.
And don't even think I haven't heard that Sean's never been partial to chocolate before, correct?
Oh, my head is just
can't
killing
get away with it this time, Ma. For your information, Mother, I've always enjoyed chocolate. I was always too worried to ever indulge because of what you thought. And I'm tired of sacrificing my happiness for the sake of you saving face with those old biddies over at the women's league.
Oh.
And I stood by as you ran Sarah off because she was the daughter.
Because her mother has always had a thing for your father. You wouldn't understand,
Ma, listen, that was
Sean.
36 years ago.
Oh.
And from what I hear, Dad liked her first anyway. And you schemed and plotted against her so that you could get to him first. What did you do again? Oh, right. You waited until she had gone to her mother's cousin's funeral, Ma, of all things, and told Dad that she had left because she had gotten pregnant and her family wanted to hide it.
Your father was too good for that Hannah
Ma, listen, that was not your choice to make.
Oh.
You never let us decide anything on our own. Well, not this time, Ma. That woman out there is soon to be your daughter-in-law. And no matter how many rings you throw down that drain, I am marrying Rachel. And if you can't handle that, maybe it's best I don't visit for a while.
Shawnee!
Ma, don't Shawnee me. If my wife won't be welcome here, then neither will I.
Oh, Sean, you can't not come home for Christmas. Your father wouldn't be able to take it.
Ma, listen, Dad is not the problem here.
Oh.
He loves Rachel. He even helped me pick out that ring when he came to D.C. for that convention.
Sean, that was 6 months ago.
So
You
what,
can't-
Ma?
Wait. Your father knew about this for 6 months and he didn't say anything to me? Oh, wait until I get a hold of him. He knows this is not a part of the plan for you.
Right there. Look at you.
Sean!
Truth be told, Ma, my feet hurt from walking on these eggshells over the years.
All right, so I am the playwright for this next piece. I wear a lot of hats. We all do. This next piece is called Two Soldiers. Comes from a place when, back in 2016, side note, I'm Messianic Jewish, and someone jokingly asked me, being Jewish, you must hate Nazis, which is a wonderful thing to say to someone. And I remember thinking, with my playwright analytical brain, do I have to hate someone who's hated me first? And so this piece comes from a place of asking that question. Like, if we come from hatred and we throw hatred back and forth, where does it end if we're allowed to hate someone who hated us first? And so this piece also was written in 2016, which, if you remember correctly, that was the transition to the new president at the time. And so there was a lot of hatred and mudslinging on either sides being flung back and forth. You hated me first, so now I get to hate you. And this is my response to that. And hopefully it comes through that we need to stop somewhere. So this is Two Soldiers. It features Vince and Adam.
Are we dead? We are, aren't we? You probably don't speak a lick of English, huh? We are dead. You shot me, but I got you. You shot me, but I gutted you like a pig, like a pig! You're a pig. Is this what God had in mind for hell? You're a Fritz! Fritz? Yeah, a Fritz. Jerry, Dutch dirt, sound familiar?
9.
9. I don't understand you. You got a name?
You scared me, boy. I ain't spell her.
Sounds like a mouthful. I'll call you Pig, since you are one. That makes sense, right? You're a pig. I gutted you like a pig. You, the pig, get it?
Making a fool of yourself.
I don't understand you. The sounds and gurgles coming out of your mouth don't make any sense. It's all in your head. You're a loony.
My language is of beauty and form.
Shut up! I know you know English. You sounded like you understood me.
Typisch für einen Amerikaner zu denken, dass ihre Sprache der einzige Sprache der Welt ist.
American. You just said American right now. What did you say?
Amerikanisch?
Yes, American. Just said it. What did you say about Americans? Did you mean American?
Nein.
9. That means no, right? I know it does. Listen, bud.
Ich wurde zurück, Amerikaner. Aber wer den Schmerz verloren haben, die sie ihre daran ernähren. Now, as we are both stuck here together, I suggest you keep to yourself.
I don't believe this. I'm stuck with a Jerry, and I'm dead. My buddies and I grew up playing war. The war gets started, and we were excited. Defend the innocent, protect the weak, raise our flag high. We had thoughts of gunning down the enemy, taking land back for the Brits, the French. I was getting my hair cut when I first heard. That was it. I was deployed in 3 weeks. Barely had time to say goodbye to my mom. That was 2 years ago. 5 years ago, I was playing ball with my buds. It was all fun until you hit the dirt. It said a lot, but your train doesn't do much for you. All your fancy know-how just exits the window. Once you get your first kill, that rage is still there, but when a buddy gets shot in front of you, that rage turns into fear. Private J. Jacob J., my best friend. We met when we were assigned to the same troop. And he was learning to become a pilot. He was transferred, but we met back up a month ago. He was our pilot.
My brother was a pilot.
Our ship went down and we landed here. That's where I met you, pig. I was stuck underneath something and Jay, he dragged me out. I could have died. He saved my life. He was standing over me and then you shot him. He fell on top of me, gurgling, spraying blood all on my face. Underneath him, none of the rest of them saw me. He saved me again. So when I saw you, I was ready to destroy you. My vision had turned black and then red, and I'm afraid.
I'm afraid too.
This war would not be a problem if it weren't for monsters like you, men to be claiming to do the world a justice. What has it gotten you? I died for my country, protecting it, serving it. My name will go down as a martyr. Yours will be a good riddance, pig. You're a monster. There's no honor in what you're doing. You're a bloodthirsty, raping, destroying monster. You deserve to die. You deserve hell.
My brother was a pilot.
I don't understand you. I don't want to understand you. I want to destroy you. I could have gotten more of you. I only got one. I could have eradicated you.
My brother was a pilot.
Do you speak English?
Yeah, little English. My brother was a pilot.
brother?
Yeah,
Was
a pilot.
we going to take pity on you or what?
Your brother was a pilot. My brother was a pilot.
He died because of your own doing.
I know.
I don't pity you.
I know.
What do you want me to say? The Germans are leaving a blazing trail of death and destruction all across the world.
Savant will heal.
Is that your excuse? Do what you want because it doesn't matter in the future?
Nein.
Then what?
Germans follow an evil man. Like sheep.
Is that your excuse?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know that regardless of all that's happened, it's really only one man's fault. What about the other countries that fall? Germany, huh? Japan, Italy. What's their excuse?
They follow countries that follow an evil man. Like sheep.
What do you mean by telling me this?
A man is not defined by his appointed leader.
You killed me!
Not by my choice.
I don't get it. I don't care. I don't care if someone raised your arms themselves. You still pulled the trigger.
There's forgiveness.
Not here! Why should I forgive you?
Even in death, we share a heartbeat. I let go to show you now.
How's that possible?
My heart, my blood, and your blood are different only by soil, by land. The only difference between us is this form. Our ideas, our cultures, our tongues, none of it stands next to the blood we share. I know not why we fight, only is that we fight futilely. Is that we fight at the mercy of men in power. Do not be fooled. Your country is not innocent. Maybe not wrong, but not innocent.
Not innocent?
Blood has dampened your soil, and your sword has dampened the soils of others. It matters not in what name we are violent for. It is as you said, it is I and you who have pulled the trigger. Not innocent, any of us.
What do you want me to say?
I know not. I want understanding.
My name's Alex. Alex Mills.
Alex Mills. I go by Heinz Bauer.
Heinz? Like the ketchup?
Ketchup?
Yeah, the sauce. You put it on a dog, watch the Jacks play ball. Baseball.
I don't understand.
Never mind.
My name has a different meaning.
It doesn't matter. Never mind. Now what?
I think I know where we have to go.
Where?
Not here. Trust me. We must keep moving forward.
Hello, everyone. I am the director for the next show, which is Look at the Floor. We also have our playwright for this one in the audience. Hi, Pam. This play is about a pastor who is going through he went through a year-long divorce process, and it finally went through, and he is not the happiest of campers about it. And he's working through a lot of bitterness and anger, and he has to deal with it when a young boy drops into his life and forces him to change it. And in this play is Matteo Maldonado and Calvin Pizzoni. Yeah, yeet. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I can
She's really good at it too.
Hope you guys are enjoying this little thing right now. Thank you. How is everyone doing? Are you enjoying the show? Yes. This is good. I'm glad. Hey, Calvin.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Doing great. Something funny.
Yay. Cool.
We're just taking a moment to get some seats arranged.
Yeah.
We'll start right away. Thank you, Elisa.
No problem. Do you want me to sit down now, Jesse?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
I'm just gonna stand here. Trying to think more things to say. I can entertain you. Thanks, Ash.
Whenever you all are ready. Thank
Okay.
you.
I hope you enjoy.
Who just woke me up? Who's down there? I said, who's down there? Well, look at this. A whack-a-mole. My favorite way to relieve stress. I picked the wrong house or the wrong day, so...
Wait, don't swing, don't swing, don't swing, don't swing, dude, don't swing! Just help me out and I'll go.
From where I'm standing, it might be fun to let you stay in that hole. I haven't been this entertained in a long time. So why would I help you out, then let you go?
Because I'm a minor?
You're a burglar!
Be that as it may, there's no need for violence here. Let's talk this out like adults, shall we?
Adults? What are you, 7?
17!
Same difference, kid.
Who you calling kid, relic?
The boy stuck in my floor.
I've half a mind to beat you where you stand.
If you had at least half a mind, you wouldn't be stuck in the floor in someone else's house. How did you end up like that anyway? It's nearly impossible to fall in a hole with your legs up like that.
I'm not admitting to anything here, so let's get that out of the way right now. But, if I happen to hear from my friends that I can make some nice money by robbing this house, and I just happen to go along with them, I may have not realized that there was a hole in the floor when I came through the window. And when I started to fall, I may have tried to turn around, and also my leg can stick up like this and almost plummeted to my death, being saved only by the small fragile pile of boards beneath me. That's just hypothetical, though. My friends aren't bastards, so they didn't leave me here to get caught alone. Caught alone! You know, this hypothetical thing has got me to thinking. When you're stuck in someone else's floor, it may be hard to get yourself out, especially when you're using your arms to support you.
Look, I'll get you out as soon as the cops get here.
The cops? Listen, let's get your wife down here. Have her mediate this thing out. Look, I'm sure you're an okay guy under different circumstances, but you seem to be a little stressed at the moment. With your obviously kind heart, I'm sure she's a reasonable woman, a real woman of virtue, a pinnacle of the community. Yeah, let's get her down here, sort this thing out.
You know what, son? Yeah, let's get her. She's definitely more giving than I am. Dear, can you come down here for a minute? Kathy, honey. Oh yeah, she might be still giving it to my best friend of 30 years.
Dude.
Son, if you do me one more time, I'm done.
Sir. What I meant to say was that I'm so sorry. I just assumed with you being a pastor, your wife would be some goody two-shoes.
I never said I was a pastor.
Sir, Charlie said you were some kind of preacher?
You cased me out?
No! I just heard that you were some ex-Wall Street genius turned preacher and that we could make some nice money by robbing this house.
Yeah, you expect me to believe that you weren't part of your little buddy's plan to break into my house.
Hey, I may be a thief, but my mama didn't raise no liar. I didn't plan anything.
Oh, really? And I'm the only one who knows you're here.
My friends know I'm here.
Let me lay this out for you, son. Number one, them boys ain't your friends. Number two, helping you means implicating them. Therefore, I repeat, I'm the only one who knows you're here.
Look,
The cough still got you? Let me get you some water. Don't die now. I just gave you some water. Wait right there. I get you another cup.
what's with the cooler?
None of your business. Here we go. You don't want none? Hey, if you didn't want it, then why'd you say you did? Water ain't free, you know, especially when you drink bottled water because you're too traumatized to go to the kitchen, because that's where you find your wife and best friend defining their KitchenAid stand mixer with an optional 8-piece attachment set that your mom and dad bought you for your birthday because they know how much you love to bake. And they were determined to see you beat that million turkeys for the blue ribbon at the Virginia State Fair baking competition next year. That broad, I swear, she's buying her pies from somewhere.
Sir, I'm sorry about the KitchenAid mixer with the optional 8-piece attachment set. That's expensive.
Don't I know it? I was saving it up, but my parents beat me to the punch.
Must be nice getting something expensive like that. Is it new or refurbished?
Brand new.
Dang.
I know, right?
Must be nice getting a gift. I haven't gotten a gift since I was 6 years old.
That's not cool.
It's fine. I was pretty sickly as a kid. Leukemia. Spent most of my childhood in and out, mostly in hospitals. Then my dad's company folded and we just couldn't keep up with the bills. He's been drunk ever since, and Mom can't afford the extras with the little she makes at the salon.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, son.
It's fine. The less I need, the safer Mom and PJ are.
Your kid brother?
What?
PJ, your kid brother?
Paige, baby sister. Hated the day she was born. Cried the whole time.
What about her?
What?
What does she do if anything happens to you? You're robbing houses and whatnot. What are you gonna do when the cops get here? You don't think you're going to jail? You get arrested. Then what?
You're still calling the cops on me?
Why shouldn't I?
I don't know. We had a moment. Don't adults let kids go after they've had a moment?
I don't do moments.
How do you not do moments? Everybody does moments. It's not something you have control over.
I haven't done a moment in over a year. And I don't see one coming anytime soon. Y'all hungry too? I thought it was just me.
Is that Italian sub?
Yup.
Lettuce, tomato, onions, provolone, oil and vinegar.
Hot and sweet peppers.
Man, that looks delicious.
It does, doesn't it? It tastes good too. You can relax your mind. I'm not letting you sit in that uncomfortable hole and let you watch me eat this sandwich. It wouldn't be Christ-like of me to let you look at me eat this sandwich knowing you're hungry. Here's what I'm going to do. Look at that. It's time for my devotional. Exodus 20:15. Thou shalt not steal.
Oh, ha ha! Silveroni!
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong, but Proverbs 6:30. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger, but if he's caught, he will be repaid sevenfold and give all his goods to his house. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's not what it says here. Proverbs 10:2. Treasures gained by the wickedness do not profit, but the righteousness delivers from death.
Well, I'm gonna have to let you from there when I get out of here.
Well, since you put it that way, I guess you do have a point.
You son of
Boy! Watch your mouth in my house!
I don't give a...
Shh! Don't move. I think I heard the floorboard shit. I think it's time to get you out of that hole, son.
I don't need your help, you holy rolling hypocrite. Ah!
Oh God, hold on!
What the hell?
You alright? What's wrong?
I think there's something piercing my side.
Oh no.
Oh no! What? Oh no!
Well, I think I forgot the floor was wet. This feels gross. I think I need to go change.
Sir! I hate to interrupt your lament over what I assume are your favorite pair of blue plaid pajama pants, but could you please look down in this hole and see what's wrong with me?
It doesn't look that bad. But I better call 911 so we can get you out of that hole.
The cops! Shouldn't we pray first or something?
Are you kidding me right now?
Look, I don't want to go to jail, and if prayer will keep me out of the clink, I believe we should try that first.
Hello, 911? My name's Dan Cook.
I can kiss Harvard goodbye.
I'd like to report an emergency. Yes, ma'am. Someone inside the floor. No, ma'am. He's literally stuck inside the floor. He's 17, still conscious. It looks pretty bad. Awful lot of blood. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Keep him awake? Yes, ma'am. Please hurry. She says someone will be here shortly. How you doing down there, son?
Okay, I guess. Hurts like hell, though. Sorry, I'll watch my language. You know, under the circumstances, being called son doesn't sound too bad. The name's Jay, though, just FYI. Were you really gonna leave me to save your PJs?
Look here, son. Do you know why I'm wearing these blue plaid pajamas? Because they're cotton. A real man's fabric. None of this poly blend foolishness my wife used to buy.
Well, she's not your problem anymore.
I guess you're right. I never looked at it that way, Jay. Were you serious about Harvard?
I got in, but I'd never be able to afford to go. What are you gonna tell the cops when they get here?
I'm gonna tell them my son fell into a hole in the floor.
So, I directed the next one that's coming up. It's titled All Right, Sam. It's by Caroline Gregus, who unfortunately, she isn't here. She's not here today. It's a sitcom style piece. A girl wants a dog, dad does not want a dog. Classic battle of wills. For the father, I have it played by Sean Scott. And for the daughter, it is played by Bethany Phillips, who is backstage somewhere at the moment. There she is. And we are just about ready. I'm not doing any dance numbers, so... We have enough spots in here for everybody, Jackie?
We have another chair available over here.
I
Or
can wait
can you
outside.
guys scoot down one, perhaps?
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Wait.
Full house, guys! Woo! Thank you for your support, everybody.
All right, enjoy the show.
Daddy! Dad!
dog.
Why were you shouting?
I didn't see you. You know how quiet and lonely it gets around here since Mom died. Well, can we get a dog?
Why would we get a dog?
Dad, there's so many reasons to get a dog.
Name one.
One? I can name 1,000.
Let's just start with one.
They're so cute.
Not all of them. They certainly aren't cute when they're tearing up your shoes, or dumping over the trash, or pooping all over the carpet.
But this little face.
The little face with a wet nose that uses it at 5 a.m. to wake you up, just so you can throw a ball?
That's a good point, Dad. I think you could use the exercise.
Excuse me?
No, really, people with dogs get more exercise because they take their dogs on walks, or throw a ball, or play tug. We should get a dog.
More exercise. Throwing a ball?
Yeah, didn't you say that we should spend more time outside and less time in front of a screen? Can't throw a ball at a screen. Besides, think of all the fresh air.
Unless it's raining. Have you ever smelled a wet dog?
No, and how awful of you to deprive me of such an experience. I thought you wanted me to be well-rounded.
I'm sparing you. It's not pleasant.
How would I know?
Visit your grandmother on a rainy day. Oh, not her, silly, the dog.
I know. So can we have a dog?
Who would take care of this dog?
We all would.
You mean I would?
No, all of us. We can make a schedule. You want schedules?
I do like people taking responsibility for things.
That's a good point, Dad. You know how Sam's been falling behind on some of his homework. He almost failed.
What?
Doesn't matter. Taking care of a dog can help him stay on top of things.
Doesn't matter. Where is he?
I don't know. Outside? Let's not get off topic. If Sam had a reason to get up in the morning because something was relying on him, he would get up. He'd never be late to school again.
Why don't I know this? How do you know this?
You're busy. I get it. I don't blame you.
You're in his carpool. Have you been late too?
Once or twice. Stay focused.
Well, my family is falling apart.
Wow, Dad. You're stressed. Do you know what would help with that?
A dog?
A dog. Petting a dog makes people feel calmer. It brings down high blood pressure and raises oxytocin. It basically makes you feel good. Don't you want to feel good? Well,
I'm thinking.
you know you could think clearer if you weren't so distracted.
I'm not distracted. I just have a lot going on. And I don't think adding one more thing would help.
Well, what about friends? Last week you told me I couldn't have enough friends.
True. A good friend is hard to find.
And do you know what man's best friend is?
A dog?
Bingo! Classic name, by the way.
We're not naming our dog Bingo.
Our dog?
Any dog. You know what I mean.
I just remember all the stories you told Sam and I about your childhood spent with Door Jam. All the adventures you'd go on, the camping trips. I just feel like I'm missing out on a quintessential part of my life. And in a couple more years, Sam won't even have a childhood. I hear high school still.
Sam and me. Quintessential? You're laying it on pretty thick, aren't you?
Mom always talked about us getting a dog.
Yeah. Mom always loved having animals around. Like your brother Sam.
Dad, I miss her a lot.
Me too, kiddo. More than I hope you'll ever have to know. But we will see her again one day. And you're right. Door Jam and I had tons of fun. I don't think we're ready for all that work.
We? Or just you? We're a family, Dad. You always said that we have to work together as a team. Help each other. Fight for each other. I just think that taking care of a dog could help us with that more.
But we are a team. My favorite team. But I can't help but think just as the little guy stops being fun, he's going to be all my problem.
Sam, stop being fun and I still stick with him. Can't we have a chance?
Well, I don't know, sweetheart. We're only 6 minutes into this conversation.
I know. Things like this take time. We don't want to rush into anything. Weigh the costs and all that.
Exactly. He'll need a place to sleep. He'll need food, bowls, a collar, a leash. Someone would have to look after him. He'll need shots. And someone would need to pick up after him when he does his business. It's a mess.
I know, Dad. I've watched Animal Planet.
This is a real commitment. You can't just change a channel when it gets hard.
I know, but didn't you say that I was a surprise blessing? You weren't prepared for me at all, and if you waited until you were, I wouldn't be me. How do you feel about almost not having the most perfect daughter in the world just because you stopped to crunch the numbers?
You know I love you. I can't picture this whole world without you or your brother in it.
Well, what if we missed the chance of having the perfect dog for us just because we were a little worried? Don't you think it's worth the risk?
How'd you get so smart?
It's just the way God made me. Besides, God also gave me a pretty smart dad who knows when he's being given an opportunity too good to pass up.
Smart enough to know when he's being conned, you mean?
Have you no faith?
I know you too well.
And you taught me to live out loud. Honesty is key, and that's what I'm doing. Talking it out with you, making sure we're on the same page.
I know how smart you are. And how foolish I'd be not to trust you.
Thanks, Dad. I really do want to prove it to you, to show that I can be responsible and not quit when it gets hard.
Well, I never knew you to quit anything. Except soccer.
We all wanted me to quit soccer.
You were awful!
Really? But do you know what's not awful?
A dog?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Wait, really? Are you serious?
Sure. You make good points. Sometime next week, let's start looking.
All right, Dad, say yes, screaming!
All right, I release you to a 10-minute intermission. If you need it, bathrooms are down the hall to the right at the double doors. See you in 10.
So were you gonna hide back there the whole time? Good to see you. Come on. I got a run. Come, you guys been? Hi. I got